Here, what's happening? Highly offensive. Episode 92. It's been a minute. Yeah, I mean, but we back in this bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, fucking.
Oh, the fuck that shit was.
That was a bird time. That
Boy
was
got
one
a
of them
Uzi.
Florida birds. Maybe, yo. These Florida niggas is crazy. You hear about that shooting in the Miami with Pooh Shiesty,
Nah.
the rapper? Yeah, I
You
guess he
said
shot up a
Pusha and
club.
Ice-T?
Huh?
You said Pusha and Ice-T?
Nah, Pooh Shiesty.
Oh, yeah, you know who the fuck that is.
One of these new niggas. But yeah, he's one of the, he be one of the, like he actually raps the shit that he be living, I guess. He was like, I don't got no security. I carry that thing on me. And somebody robbed his chain in the club and he started letting loose. And
Damn.
yeah, he had that thing on him. So a couple people got
Shit.
shot.
It's like that. I mean, I guess it's better to be shot than, I mean, if there isn't anything better than to be slain. You seen that? You seen that guy, that rapper that got he got like knifed in the chest and he got knifed, I think in the abdomen, I think it was.
Oh, the UK nigga.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You see his music video though?
Nah, I did not. I did not have a chance. I'm kind of
His
busy
music video
working.
was alright, but
Hmm.
they said that
Fucking.
like he was an aspiring rapper. I was like, oh shit.
Well, that was the sad thing that I read in the article, that he was definitely like on the up and up in the UK, and
Yeah.
it was like, his murder was a really big important thing in town. I
Kind
mean,
of like a triple accentuation type thing. You know what I mean? When they were like
yeah,
almost about to get famous, like not get famous, but like get mainstream.
yeah. No, I know what you mean. I honestly, it's just fucking nuts, man. Because like, right, like, here in America, we always preach about gun violence, and everyone's like, yeah, well, we need to make the guns illegal and make it like the UK, because in the UK you can't have guns. But it's like,
Wait,
yeah,
Mike Barr says sporting a wife beater showing the BB gun is highly offensive. I was trying to,
yeah,
yo,
look,
for a
Mike,
minute
you
I
just
thought,
mad you fat, like,
no,
don't be
I
mad.
thought for a minute I thought he was calling you a wife beater.
No.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, like,
what?
sometimes you got, yeah, I mean, like, let them know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a threat. Like, with your attire, like, hey, careful, bitch. You know what I mean? But,
Are
uh,
those like the plastic BBs or the metal BBs you're talking about, Mike? Because the
nah,
metal ones hurt.
like, that's how I've been going to the gym BBs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been hitting
Make a thing. Make a muscle.
we're not doing that right now.
All the
But,
gals out there. Ah!
listen, I know it's Pride Month, but we're not gonna take it to the edge for them niggas. Like,
Oh,
but
I say girls, bro. What you mean?
I don't know, bro. Like, it's been, yeah, I mean, a trippy month. And the reason I say that is because, like, remember how I was telling you, we were having that off camera conversation about like the new job that I'm working and shit, and just like the personalities of the people that I work with. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like we got this one guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but he shall remain anonymous. This motherfucker, like, he don't eat no breakfast, bro. Like, Coke is his breakfast. Like,
I'm gonna give y'all a hint though. His name is a Disney movie. Or is that a Pixar movie? One of the two.
yeah, I think it's Pixar. But yo, these Puerto Rican niggas just be starting their day off with some Coke, bro. Like, and it's just like, I be bugging because he be working there with his son, and it's like these niggas are like the Koch brothers.
Oh,
Like,
word.
yeah, these motherfuckers just like, because whenever we stop at like certain places, like, fuck, I probably should have said that, but I don't give a shit.
They be
Fucking
cooking up.
be coking up.
You said that's father and son?
Father and son, bro.
That's generational?
The, the Koch
That's in the
brothers.
blood? Literally in the blood?
These niggas just like, they be like, oh, we go to the bathroom, and they just disappear together.
I mean,
And I was saying,
I can get some people doing drugs at certain moments. And even like, I mean, I've never done the sniff myself, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
Like I can understand people doing that like in the party sense and stuff like that. But nigga, you driving a car, bro. Like they probably be the first ones to get there, right? And the
Nah, they
first
be
ones
like,
back.
uh, nah, because they be deviating, bro. Like, so like, motherfuckers. Well, let's say we got like a trip to like Daytona or some shit, right? Everyone will get there, and then they'll be like, "Yo, where this nigga at?" And he'll be like, he'll show up like 20 minutes later, smack this shit, just straight zooted. Like,
That's
I'm
nuts.
like, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, they seem mood like I would like. You letting everybody know, like, you making it hot for niggas like me that just do weed, like.
That's
But even me,
crazy.
like, I don't even smoke weed, like at the like there, because it's just like,
You like you're
uh,
not you're like not even saying yes or no. You're like I almost don't almost a little bit. I almost smoke, kind of.
nah, I smoked one day, right, and that was with the vapes, and that was because like I was just like we were driving all fucking day, and I was like I was so fucking tired. I wanted to go home and smoke, and I was like, yeah, nah, fuck these niggas, I'm smoking.
Damn, your
So
boss
yeah, I
airing you
mean,
out, bro. He said Jose
mm,
always late.
yeah, Mike just salty. I'm not tearing
Yo,
no boy.
Mike, how
Just
much y'all hiring for
I
there at
miss you too,
ES3?
Mike.
Are you waiting for the answer? Oh, my bad, bro. No,
no,
no.
no, no. You
Yeah, we
know,
not moving till we get a starting wage.
my ex hit me up and she was like, "Yo, I heard that your boss is paying the loaders more now." I'm like, I wish she would have paid the more when I was around. Like, they're like, "Oh, they start off at 18." I'm like, I,
Dang.
I had been asking this for the whole time. Like, but yeah, I mean, if I made
Is
it better
there
for the
is there a
generation,
place safe for Jose if he ever comes back to Pennsylvania? That's the question, Mike.
is it what?
Mike's like, is there a place safe for Jose at ES3 at $18 an hour if he comes back to Pennsylvania?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I don't like backtracking with my jobs. I only do that with my exes. But
You only double dip with your exes?
yeah, sometimes yeah, I mean, like you got double dip. You know what I mean? Like because you ain't get enough flavor the first time around, so you're like, yeah, let me get that extra scoop. Like, you know what I
You
mean?
got that when it comes to work too, man.
We'll see about that. But
Anyways, this new
um,
job.
yeah, man, these motherfuckers is wilding, bro. Like, so like, you know, I mean, it be and it's fun though. Like, don't get me wrong, because like I work with dad and uncle, so like that part of it is cool. You know what I mean? So like we have like everybody has like pretty good bonds with each other. Everybody talks mad shit. You know what I mean? The dude I was telling you about, like once he gets there, yo, it gets lit. Even though like that motherfucker is a huff and puff. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets the bus, you know what I mean, like on a party. Like he would just be "Cabrón, ah," and he just starts talking shit, calling Uncle Fat. And I'm like, damn, like it'd be we
Oh
be turned
shit.
up. But then like I say, yo, they be going back and forth on each other and shit. Cause like, right, almost everybody that I work with is fucking old. Like they're Mike's age. You know what I'm saying? So like it's
Damn.
nah, cause I gotta take some shots. You know what I'm saying? Like bang bang. But you know what I mean? Like almost everybody I work with is like older than me, fucking and like on social security type shit. Like fucking so
Damn, you
these
say Mike is
motherfuckers
on Social Security?
not Mike, but he
Jesus.
close. He not too far off. But everybody that's like they be having motherfuckers with like health issues and shit. Like the dude I was talking about, the cokehead, this motherfucker, he walked like a pirate because I guess he got into like a motorcycle accident. So like when he walks, like he be limping, he be dragging like the one leg and shit. When he gets on the bus, he be just like he got like lift his whole leg up and shit, and like
Damn.
yeah, I mean you got damn near like pick him and pull him in, fucking. So this
Yo, Mike
this
said, yo, clean that room.
this ain't my room. Fucking hate it. But what you gonna call it? Like this motherfucker is like hobbly. Like the you ever see the guy on Family Guy that got the wooden leg?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The pot, you know,
Yeah.
like that type. Yeah, he be walking like he does, right? So I be feeling bad because we be pulling like some 14
Yo,
hour, 15 hour.
he can't bend his leg though?
Nah, it's like I guess he like the accent was so bad that his knee is just like broke or some shit, and he like
Like,
he
can you do like with the leg like that? You should ask him like, can you do like doggy style on that leg?
I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. That also have to ask him if he was receiving or giving it. You know what I mean? Because
No, why would you have to ask him that?
because apparently
Pause.
this nigga's bi. Like fucking uncle
Word.
decided to air him out for fucking Pride Month. He was like, everybody needs to know. I was like, we stopped at Wawa's yesterday, right? And then we had somebody with us. It was her first day on the job. So like I'm trying to like set the example and like help this chick out. You know what I'm saying? They leaving her in the dust. I gotta stick around and make sure she catches up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So we get to Wawa's because Uncle don't like to stop for lunch breaks. Like this motherfucker, like you would think for a fat guy he would love to eat. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
what I would say.
yeah, you thought we take multiple lunch breaks, but no. This motherfucker like you have to argue with this nigga to get him to stop to take a lunch break. And it was like we worked at like 7:30, and then it must have been like 4 o'clock damn near. And I'm like, nigga, like I am hungry. And he's like, nah, we on the last trip. We on nigga, you always say it's the last trip, and it's never the last trip. Time to eat. Like, I'm fucking hungry. I'm about to just be out. Like, stop playing with me. We got a chick, it's her first day, man. Don't fuck up. You gotta let people eat. Like every job you get to eat. You know what I'm saying? So
Fight for that privilege, huh?
yeah, like it's a whole different game now, bro. But we're at Wawa's and shit. So we all chilling. I'm having my coffee, smoking my cig, you know what I mean? And we were talking about Alex Rodriguez and J-Lo, I think it was. And supposedly Dad said that Alex Rodriguez is a pinch hitter. You know what I'm saying? He likes to, you know what I mean, like get batted at too. So I was like, word. I was like, I mean, I wouldn't have thought, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole new spectrum out there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's free to fuck whoever they want. And you know what I mean? You got cuckolds out there. You got fucking swingers. You got fucking people on every end of the spectrum, right? So I was, and Uncle was like, yeah, that's why. I mean, shit, edit.
Yeah, there's no edit online.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's watching, but I'm gonna edit this when I release this on YouTube. But whatchamacallit, he was like, yo, this motherfucker buys shit. And I was like, I thought he was joking, but like, cause like on the van, when we drive around to go get the rentals, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of gay jokes that be flying around, you know what I'm saying? But I figure it's like one of those things, like when a bunch of dudes get together in a room, you know what I'm saying? They start getting a little gay, you know what I mean? Like when you're like friends, you know what I mean? Kind of do sometimes, you know what I mean? But I'm
Busting balls
like,
and shit.
yeah, just busting balls and shit, you know what I mean? Locker room talk bullshit. So like, I just assumed it was, you know what I mean? Some bullshit, right? So I was like, yo, come on, stop playing. Don't be slandering that man. He ain't even here to defend himself. You telling this to the new girl. She don't need to know this. Like, come on. And it was like, yeah, nah, he bi. One time I was just driving around and I ran into him and he was kissing some other dude. I was just like, damn, Uncle, like you just gonna air this motherfucker out. Like some Air Maxes. Just like,
Man, Mike saying that
bruh.
you airing him out right now. You just said his name.
Maybe, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not watching or his family, because
Hopefully.
I don't add coworkers on Facebook anymore. But
Damn, learned that from ES3.
hell yeah, I had to. You know what I'm saying? Because then, you know what I mean. People be taking shots, but you know what I mean. He was just like, yeah, I see him kissing some other dude, and fucking so one of the other guys chimes in, and he was like, yeah. In the daytime, he likes to put it in drive, and at night he puts it in reverse. I was just like, you niggas is foul. I was like, y'all talking mad shit about this man, and he not here to defend himself. Bro, they called them while we're in the van. Like,
My boy had day off. So I had to bother the man on day off and shit.
yo, we got a new girl. We were telling him about you. And he was like, oh, what'd y'all say? Oh, nothing but good things. Nothing but good things. And I was like, yeah, nah, we were just telling her, you know what I'm saying? blah 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 blah. She wants to talk to you. So the girl gets on, they put it on speaker and they pass it to the girl. And the girl was like, yeah, just make sure you use protection at night with your friends. And he was like, what? He was like, yeah, they told me about your little meetups with these guys, some guys at night or something like that. And he just starts bugging. And
Damn.
he's like, oh, and she was like, I heard you put it in driving in daytime and then reverse at night. So man was like, I don't give a fuck. I already said his name like twice, nigga. It don't matter. We edit. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
You wish there was a feature that you could just say edit and it actually edits it out for you, huh?
I know. But that's what happens when you decide to go live. You know what I mean? And the transition's not always the easiest, especially when you ain't pot in a month. You forget certain etiquette. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. The nigga does coke. I'm pretty sure he'll live. You know what I mean? Or not. It all depends how much coke he does. But you know what I mean? Like fucking and it was just funny because like Shorty was just calling him out on it. And it's this man's day off. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhere at home with his son. And here come these motherfuckers calling him, just bashing him. It was just like, damn, bro, like y'all did not need to do all that. But it's just funny, like just seeing like how they all operate with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it is like one big ass clique, and like everybody has their own personality. And you know what I mean? Like even me, like I'm the agitator. You know what I mean? Like I'm the guy that's always got to agitate the boss and be like, lunchtime, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm taking a break. I don't give a fuck. Like, he'll be like, yo, you can't smoke here. I'm like, stop me. You know what I mean? I go in the cut somewhere and just smoke my cigarette. Like, because they be like, you can't smoke in the rental. And other motherfuckers do, but I don't. I respect that rule. You know what I mean? But when I get to certain places, I'ma smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need a cigarette. It's a 16-hour shift. Like, you best believe I'm gonna light a couple. But yeah, I mean, I've accepted that role. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just gonna be that guy. You know what I
A
mean?
rebel.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like that's just nothing. That's nothing new. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure ES3 could say plenty about me, and they have actually. You know what I mean in the comment section. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, but anyways, man, how you been? It's been a month. You know what I'm saying? Uh, my boy Mickey, you know what I mean? How's he doing? You know what I mean? How are you doing? Uh,
Good. Mick is fully recovered from being neutered. He just actually got groomed today.
poor baby.
We had a lot of birthdays in May. So we had a ton of birthdays and then
Mm.
man shit and just life.
Yeah, man. Shit comes at you fast, bro.
Hell yeah, time
But
flies though.
mm, but is it the dope thing? At least being out here is despite you know what I mean the crazy bullshit like that, like from the job or whatnot. Like you find spaces where you can do shit that you couldn't have done in PA. Like, excuse me. We are like we're about to go tomorrow to this one place called like Wakiva Springs or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and it's official, bruh. It's like some place where like the spring breakers go to and shit. But we gonna get some food, you know what I'm saying? Go over there, we're gonna meet up with a couple people. Theo Nelson, fucking his fam and maybe Ileana and whatnot. But I've kind of been forcing mom to kind of like get out of her comfort zone. You know what I mean? Because like I'll be dragging her into shit she don't really want. Like she wasn't even gonna go, and I was like, "Yo, like what the fuck's your problem?" Like she's like, "Oh, this ain't what I do." I'm like, "What you mean? This ain't what you do? When you go to Puerto Rico, you go to the fucking beach and you eat there too. So like, why can't you come over here and spend some time with your family?" Like, so I mean, like it's nice to kind of like drag her out of that comfort zone and get them to enjoy life a little bit. You know what I
Well,
mean? And
that's good.
even if I'm the agitator in most situations, but um, yeah, man, fucking, I'm definitely glad, man. We got to pot. I've been missing this for a while, bro. Like sometimes, like it's like one of those things. Like it felt like clockwork. I knew when it was gonna time the pod, and it was like you almost kind of like get into like, at least me, like I get into like that personality, like where it's just like not that like, I'm so much different like off the pod that I'm on the pod, you know what I mean? Because you know me pretty well, like I'm pretty much the same, but I definitely kind of kick it into gear when I'm on the pod, and I kind of like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And there's been a lot going on in the world of podcasting. I mean, I'm sure you've seen with Joe Budden, Mal and Rory. Mal and Rory got their own podcast now. They're about to drop soon. Fucking Joe Budden's going through it. He's about to go bankrupt and shit. Well, he's filing for bankruptcy. I think he's still. It's not. I don't think it's because he's broke. I think because he's not trying to pay certain people like Rory, Mal, and Olivia. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's my opinion. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but I mean,
Um,
I'm psyched for Rory and Mal's podcast. Shout out to
mm,
them.
mm.
I can't wait till that starts. Supposedly, according to Rory, they're supposed to have an episode this weekend. So
Mm.
just make sure you guys stay tuned for that because I'm definitely gonna be on that first episode. Not in it,
Hell yeah.
but watching that show.
Mm. Well, um, I found it funny because I've been so I was part of that Reddit group. I unfollowed it and unjoined it because I kept getting some bullshit messages from the Autobot or whatever the fuck, and they wouldn't let me post in the comment section. So I was like, man, fuck y'all niggas. But when I was on there, they had these motherfuckers like they track every move that these guys make. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Whether it's Joe, Rory, Mal Parks, like they analyze every fucking video, every line, they scrutinize anytime they talk about certain shit, like break it down. You know what I mean? Like they be having their little think pieces and whatnot. And Joe, I guess, was on Instagram the other day at a Lamborghini dealership saying that he was trying to buy a Lamborghini or whatnot. And I'm like, that's kind of funny for a guy filing for bankruptcy. You just gonna buy a last minute Lambos? Like, is that where Roy and Mal's 400,000 went? You know what I mean? But
That's crazy.
who knows? You know what I mean? Like, I honestly, I don't wish any bad shit on Joe Budden. You know what I mean? Like, being that like I was a huge fan of him for so long. While I don't agree with how he ran his business, you know what I'm saying, in regards to, how he treated his partners. I mean, we've had these discussions off camera about exactly how we would do the splits, and we were all pretty adamant on everyone having their equal share. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we all come here, regardless of who, blah 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 blah. We're all here. We all contribute. We all have our part to play, so we should all be equally valued and compensated for it. But I mean, at the same
Not everybody
time,
sees that way.
no, and I also think Joe should have gotten a bigger slice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there and say that it should have been like 30 even split, but you know what I'm saying? Like the some of the shadiness and the accountant and how he treated Rory, you know what I mean? I didn't agree with. But you know what I'm saying? That's not any reason for me to wish him any negativity. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I won't. I just
I
hope that
just,
he treats his friends better
yeah, I mean,
and
and
his fans.
right. Um, that's what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I mean, I feel like he's lost some support in some sense.
Mm,
Some of his fans, but people that are still there is definitely still strong.
mm,
Um, I kind of want to see because with all like the videos like with KD was promoting Mar and Rory and he was talking about how it was cool to have them on board and shit because KD got the boardroom or whatever.
mm,
That was pretty cool. I mean, it seems like they definitely executing the plan, so I'm
mm.
definitely excited for them, and I hope that they can get this shit off the floor pronto and just show Joe that they was a big part of that podcast.
Mm.
Just as much as anything else.
Speaking of basketball, what do you think of so far of this year's playoffs? Have you been keeping up with basketball at all? What's going on in the world of
Actually,
the
yeah, because I've,
NBA?
I've been doing a little bit of betting, so
Oh,
I have
word.
been, yeah, I've been keeping up. Um, but I think, man, Brooklyn looks really good. Uh,
I think that's
they didn't win.
expected.
Yeah, they didn't win last night, but um, Bucks barely won,
Mm.
and it was with like the Brooks, the Nets were doing pretty horrible, but like the other two games, I mean, you've seen like game two, they were up on the Bucks at some point by like 50 something points,
Yeah.
and then it went by like 30 something. So like
Mm.
I was definitely putting my all my because when you bet, like you
Mm.
can bet like who's the first to 5 points, 10 points, 20, 40, 50. I put all of them on the Nets, yo. Lost all of them. But that's because they were just. But I mean, there was a point in time.
KD lost me some money.
Nah, in the third quarter or the third or fourth quarter, he was going off. It's just that it was too late.
Yeah. I
The
know I'll be
Clippers.
going through it sometimes in my 2K. I started playing 2K and on my career.
Hmm,
And it'd be hard trying to save a shitty team.
Or
But yeah, I mean,
I
but
mean,
that's neither here
I
nor
feel like the
there.
Clippers about to be clipped soon, man. Donovan Mitchell
Mm.
going in, yo. Donovan
Yeah.
Mitchell, Jordan Clark. I don't know if you've seen the game. Was it yesterday before? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Like Jordan Clark, that was in the Lakers, and then from the Lakers, I think he went to New Orleans, I believe.
Mm.
But he was going off. Um,
Yeah. There's some talented ass kids out there. I mean, not even kids, my bad.
Grown ass man.
Youth. Well, yeah, but they're like 21-year-olds. You know what I mean? And fucking like they're the next generation. So that's why I say kids. But like Trey Young, I think Trey Young is dope as fuck. Like I was upset with him because he beat the Knicks, and I wanted D Rose to advance to the next series. But you know what I'm saying? Like just being able to watch him play, like he's a great player, and
I put my money
eh,
on the Sixers to beat them this today.
Howard.
Hell yeah.
Well, I hope Trey Young don't have a great game today, just so you win your money. You know what I'm saying? But
Hell yeah.
fucking, have you I don't know. Have you been keeping up with some of these newer shows and shit on Netflix? On
I mean, Loki came out Wednesday, and I
mm,
watched that. That was pretty good. Um, I don't know what else just came out on Netflix. Forget what else just came out on Netflix. I can't think. I've been
oh,
watching some shows though. Jersey Shore just came
Ragnarok.
out this week too.
Did you catch Ragnarok yet?
Nah.
You bitch!
Yeah, nah, I haven't
Watch
watched it yet.
Ragnarok, but it's all good. I know you're gonna be like, oh, you watch One Piece. You know what I mean? But fucking,
Right.
I didn't finish Black Clover either, nigga, and I love Black Clover. But
Oh, really? Yeah,
fucking
finish it.
yeah, no, I haven't got a chance to. It's just too
Did
many.
you watch the Yami fight though? Wow,
Nah,
you're not a Black Clover fan.
I just don't
You
got
think you
time like
are,
I used to. I don't have time like I used to, so I have to use it sparingly.
bro?
But
That
yeah,
shit.
I mean,
I told you about the Yami fight like 2 months ago, almost.
I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta check out Ragnarok. That show's fucking dope. I'm waiting for Ozark to come out, man. That's just not. It looks like it's not gonna come out to like 2022.
Mm.
Fucking same thing with Atlanta. Atlanta's coming back. They said that they're filming season 3 and 4 right now.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, so I can't wait for that. Um, it's gonna be some good times. But yeah, it was good with the uh fucking. I seen something on Donkey of the Day, right? And apparently you can't kill iguanas in fucking Florida, or rather, you can't torture iguanas. Yeah, I mean, because
Well, they said they were going in for like 30 minutes.
yeah, but like the thing is, right? Like Florida, iguanas are an invasive species in Florida, so the
Mm.
government actually pays people to kill them.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, this dude got bit by an iguana that required 22 stitches, and then he ended up killing it. Sure, after a 30-minute beatdown. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
I
and
feel like
that's
the government should be paying him. Like,
no,
it's an
because the thing
invasive
is
species.
that nigga sold it. The way that nigga sold it was that nigga bit me, and I beat the shit out of him for 30 minutes. There's a we got the video footage. You beat that nigga for 30 minutes, and then he bit you because he was tired of that shit.
I mean, but
So
I mean, we gotta see the surveillance video first to verify these claims.
it was in
But
court. They said it in court.
I mean, but
He tried to use the stand your ground defense.
mm,
Stand your ground, my nigga.
I mean, it's an iguana. You know what I mean?
The
Like, you
iguana's
guys.
using the stand your ground defense for the bite. The fuck?
Well, he didn't stay at his ground.
My nigga, I was just chilling in the hot sun. That's all I wanted to do, my nigga.
Being an invasive species, you know what I'm saying? They got to
It's like
go.
it's like Florida be
No,
Florida be like just receiving like the sun different, yo. It'd be like baking everybody's heads. I ain't never seen so many Florida man articles.
I mean, that part's true. Apparently, there was a mass shooting at Publix yesterday at West Palm. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and I had just applied there too for a job. I was like, never mind. You know
Can
what I
I go to the
mean?
other store?
Well, not that particular one, but yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I was just like, I don't know if I want to work at Publix now. Even though if it's your turn to die, it don't matter where you at. You could be at Walmart, you could be at Publix, you could
you
be at,
go.
yeah, you done. Yeah, you know what I mean? All it takes is one mass shooter, some, you know what I mean, enraged white guy or some shit, and you know what I mean, it's a wrap. Like, fucking free the Second Amendment, but you know what I mean? Like some dickheads out there that fuck it up for everybody. Like, and that's a goddamn shame. Because like I definitely believe in owning the right to have a firearm, especially like for self defense or intruders breaking into your crib. Nah, like you getting shot. But if people are out there, misusing that privilege and going around taking people's lives in such a like a tasteless manner, like I'm not
Well,
going to say that we
and
have gun control should exist, but I do think that there has to be a form of vetting so that those people don't get those guns.
but the
You know what
thing
I mean?
is too, it's not so much like in this particular case that it's gun control because if he would have had a gun and shot the iguana, okay, don't like if it's a bad thing, don't do it again. If it's okay to do it in
Mm,
Florida, then okay. But that if you beating him for 30 minutes, that's the animal
mm.
cruelty. You like that's why
But what being
like even
so
people that butcher cows, butcher meat for a living,
mm.
they have to kill them a certain way because
Do
they
you,
can't. It's not
bro?
just for flavor; it's because they can't.
Have you not seen like the factory farming videos and how they kill those animals? Like
No, you're talking about how they
yeah,
butcher them, not how they kill
no,
them.
no, but I'm saying how they kill them.
Yeah, I've seen how
Like
they kill them.
now, it's not always pretty. Like the chickens, where they be putting them on that fucking line, where they spray them with the hot water and so it burns off their fucking wings, the feathers off their wings and shit, and then they drag them down another joint that fucking chops our head off. I mean, there's some fucked up shit that goes on in factory farming.
But
Like if we want to keep it a buck,
even
like so.
if this fucked up shit, there are some guidelines in place that they are following, right?
Mm.
So if that guy wants to kill an iguana or whatever because he's defending himself,
But they're not
then
following
kill it.
guidelines. You know what I'm saying? Because every time people try to go in and record shit, they get in trouble for recording what they see. So there's some guidelines being broken. I'm just saying that, like, which is I'm not trying to compare the two, but what I'm saying is that if an iguana is an invasive species to Florida that the government pays people to kill on site, I don't think that they should get to dictate how long it takes to kill them. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm
No, and
saying?
that's
Like,
and that's why I disagree with you entirely because um if you're like this, you're not killing an iguana for fun. Like that's animal cruelty. That's
mm,
the definition. If I look it up right now, that's
mm.
what animal cruelty means.
I'm
And
not
so
debating whether
just
it
because
was cruel or not to give that iguana an ass whooping for a half hour. I get it. This ain't SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't need to take it to that level. But what I'm saying is like for him to face 5 years in jail for killing an invasive species that the government pays other people who get on fucking YouTube and record themselves killing them in masses. You know what I'm saying? Like that seems like some bullshit. Sure, maybe he should have not killed an iguana in a place where there was a fucking surveillance camera. I'm not going to deny that it's cruel what he did, or that what he and the vicinity of where he did it was stupid. I will agree with you. If you want to find the motherfucker, find the motherfucker. But facing 5 years in jail for fucking killing an invasive species that the government pays other people to kill, nah, that's a
that's
bit ridiculous.
but that's a different subject. You were saying you don't think that the government should tell you how long it should take to kill them. That I
No,
don't agree with. That they should be killed immediately if they're going to be killed. Now 5 years, that's a little extensive. Like it should be like you said, a
hmm,
fucking $5,000 fine, whatever, a year probation. Like even the year probation is pushing it. You know what I mean? Like a $5,000
hmm.
fine, whatever. But I mean he definitely should get something like
Well, yeah,
it's
I'm not going to disagree. Like on that end, I mean, again, if the basis is you're going to punish him for the cruelty that he exhibited to some iguana, like whatever. But I'm just saying, like maybe the iguana should have gave up earlier. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have fought so hard. He should have just rolled over and just, you know what I mean, like called it a day and said, you know what? I shouldn't even be here in Florida anyways. Let me just, you know what I mean, nap. Me, time to go to bed. Like, I'm just
And
saying
that is why our Earth is dying, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why our Earth is dying because we don't care about our animals,
I
their
don't care about
environment, their
iguanas.
habitats.
I don't care about iguanas when they're an invasive species. No, and I see them all the time out here. Like I don't go kill them. You know what I mean? But like, they're. I'm just saying, like, apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people shoot them in the head with guns, and some people fucking give them, 30-minute beatdowns. Who am I to say who's right and wrong? Is all I'm saying. Like, I'm just.
You're nobody, but the government is. It's the same way. It's the same way the government gives you a certain time for premeditated murder and manslaughter. The nigga died, right? But it's two different ways that you can go about doing it, and that's the difference. There's levels to it. If it's an invasive species and you want to kill an animal, then kill the animal. If it's lawful to do so, nowhere does it say torture the animal or beat it until it's dead. Kill it. You have a gun, you have a knife, something to
I
kill
mean,
it.
what if he? I don't know. What
And
if he
if you
did?
don't have anything, then walk away. Because guess what? Iguanas can't open doors. I don't know. Call
I
animal
mean,
control.
maybe so. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that man should face 5 years of jail for it. But I mean, we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean on that end. I don't
No,
want to.
it's
No.
not agree. It's not agree to disagree because I also agree that he should not be facing 5 years. But I disagree in the fact that you said that the government it shouldn't matter. Like the government shouldn't be telling us how long it takes or doesn't take to kill an animal. Like they should, because then if there's no boundary, there's no boundary. So then, like if they
All
do
right.
that
So
with
say it
one
was
animal,
boa, one of those boa python type shits that are invasive to Florida. I forget what they're called. But let's say it had been one of those, and say it didn't die so easily, and it took him half an hour to kill one of those. You know what I'm saying? Should he face animal cruelty charge for taking one of those? Oh, the Burmese pythons, for
if
taking
it
out
took
one of
you
those.
if it took you half an hour to kill a python.
Have you seen a python? Them shits are huge.
Well, no, because either you're going to be dead by 30 minutes. If it takes you half an hour to kill a python, if you're not dead, then you shouldn't be trying to kill pythons. You should be calling your local authorities. That's not a python. If you hit it and
That's an
like try to kill
anaconda.
it, yeah, like no, call your local authorities. You don't want to get involved in that. Like run. It's like that the
No,
videos where you hear run. Dun, 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 dun.
it's just crazy because there's all kind of wildlife out here, a lot of invasive wildlife. So it's just a little bit murky when it comes to the rules because I don't know the rules. I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
saying,
that's true.
you know what I mean,
That's
like,
why I
so.
say it shouldn't be something crazy. Like even probation is too much because like ain't nobody keeping up on rules. Like I didn't even know until you just told me now that it's okay to kill iguanas in Florida, the state of Florida, because they're invasive. So like I mean, you should be getting like a fine. Like all right, here's $1,000 fine. Move it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah,
bigger things to worry about than an iguana. I get that. I get that part of it.
that was just my point. That, like I said, I'm not going to debate or whether it was cruel what he did or not. That's not up for the debate. I mean, that was clearly fucked up. But I'm just talking about when it comes to the overall punishment of, and when what this guy's facing, when there's people out there that do much worse in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the guy who shot up Publix, fucking, or
Or people
any
that
other
just do
guy.
much worse in general. Like that
Oh yeah,
Indian
of
that
course.
Indiana man that allegedly this man is 66 years old, Bruce Michael Abramson. He is accused of sexually abusing his 89-year-old mother, who suffers from dementia. That's crazy. Like that's nuts. That's just nuts.
I that's just it's just one of those
You
things
go
when
you
you,
go from iguana to your mom? Like you know what I mean? Like how do you even like that's just crazy. How would
well,
you
how do you
even
would you tie the iguana to the mouth?
No, I'm saying you going from people because you were talking about people
Okay.
being worse than killing an iguana.
Mm,
I'm like, you go from killing an iguana, which is where we're talking about 5 years, or just a fine to
mm,
somebody who you're ripping your mom who birthed you, who took care of you, who has
mm,
dementia, like, and reading the article and reading the story, like they mentioned that like this nigga was just blatant as fuck. He didn't give a fuck. He was
No,
doing it
no,
for the caregivers.
yeah, he did it at a restaurant. Apparently, he was doing like diaper checks and fucking doing exams, putting his fingers up in front of people. Like this dude was fucking gross. Like, and I mean, like in every fucking sense of the fucking word. Like, you have to be like a sick kind of depraved to
Well,
rape your mother, and
and
not
they
only rape your
specifically said
mother,
that he
but
gave him long-winded kisses. Like,
when
I
oh,
don't
not just
even
that
want to
too, but
imagine.
but when the caregivers would get there, the door would be locked, and he'd be locked in the room with her, and then he would
Yeah.
come out and be probably zipping up his pants or some shit. So I mean, like this dude was a savage, and like a nigga like that, not death penalty. Like you deserve a 30-minute smackdown. You know what I'm saying? Like just either death penalty or just leave them in jail and let the inmates, you know what I mean, do what they gonna do. But
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
just it's fucking nuts that people out there. I mean, and we talk about the time about like um pe- people having weird kinks or you know what I'm saying, like for example, right? And this it's gonna sound weird, but like I'll be on TikTok, I'll be seeing all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time I seen oh yeah. So you know how TikTok, how you know you have a sound that goes viral and people will use that sound and over and over again and shit and whatnot. So apparently there's like this sound on there where it's like some girl like going like um hey, it's mommy. I'm here, I'm ready with my milkers or something like that. And like the girls would fucking use the shit out of this to show their titties. You know what I'm saying? And like there'd be like girls that would kind of play into like the whole like mommy fetish kind of thing and fucking all that other shit.
That's really weird.
Yeah, me, I'm not really into that, but like I like seeing some big ass titties. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going fraud. Like so, if following this sound is going to lead me to the land of titties, like I'm there. You know what I mean?
And they're like swimwear.
But apparently, this nigga took it to another level. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's crazy.
Like so, it's just crazy, and because you know you see so much shit, and like I said, uh, the internet has made it easier for people to receive and transmit information. So people, you know, things that people are doing in Alabama, you're not supposed to know about if you're in Pennsylvania, but now because you got the internet, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you motherfuckers do what over there? Like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? Where stuff that probably like a lot of people in these certain pockets of the world that you know, like before social media or internet, whatever, probably would have never been found out or been irrelevant. Now because of the internet, you know, what I mean, shit goes viral. People see it all over the world, and you know, what I mean, like holy shit, people are doing what and where, like,
Crazy.
yeah, I mean, so um, again,
Speaking of that,
let's.
though, like that guy that got killed in Nottingham and in the UK, like
Mm,
that's just crazy. I've never seen somebody be slain like
mm,
with a sword. Did you watch the video that they had for that?
mm.
Because well, he got murdered in
They,
October of last year, but
I,
they just
I
released a
didn't want to
video.
watch it. I didn't want to watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I saw. I had the opportunity. I just. It's one, and I knew it was gonna stop right up until the moment. But
Mm,
it's like watching George Floyd die. I don't want to go through that again. You know what I
mm.
mean? Like it's just. It, I see so much death already in this world. You know what I mean? Between the news cycle and just even like in the pandemic, like losing people left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's been a lot of death. You know what I mean? So lately, I've been trying to avoid certain things sometimes, just to like for my own mental health purposes. You know what I
There's been a
mean?
lot of death close and far, like people that you know, or people that you're friends with that they know, or
Mm,
like celebrities too, man. A lot of
mm,
celebrity deaths within the last couple, like the last 2 years.
oh yeah,
Well, last year and this year.
fucking. But you know what I mean? It's tragic. You know what I mean? The guy was because I know like when I was rapping and shit. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be big in my own town. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to be that local guy that like everybody could be like, yo, like this dude did it, yeah, out of York. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, you always want to elevate yourself and shit to a certain level so that you know when you're home, you have that kind of that love, that appreciation from the people around you. But this dude was very loved in his town. You know what I mean? Like he was on the up and up in the UK rap circle, and then some kids hated. You know what I mean? Thought to play the last samurai. You know what I mean? Like I don't like of all ways to kill people, a fucking samurai sword and shit. You know what I mean? Like in 2021, like that's just
Yeah.
fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to do all that. Like if you're gonna kill somebody, like I don't know.
And just
I
for the
mean,
viewers, so they know the name of the victim here. His name was I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. It's Kini Kissing Out Mabala. Oh yeah. Mhm.
but I saw that the
Mabayala.
the the 17-year-old wasn't getting charged. Though one of the kids, he was 17.
Yeah, he didn't get
Yeah,
charged.
and that's fucking bullshit. Like fuck that. At 17, you're old enough to know. It's like fucking Cal Rittenhouse. Like, nah, you knew what you was doing.
Right.
Like, so you should face the consequences for your actions. Because if you could do that at 17, you're gonna do a lot worse at 34.
Right. And I feel like
Right.
there's cases too where there are kids that they commit crimes. They just send them to juvie for until they turn 18 and then send them to jail.
Mm.
So I don't know
Yeah,
why they would even well, I guess I mean that's a whole different that's in the UK, so I don't even know how this shit works. I don't even know how our
yeah. I
shit
don't
works.
either. Well, I mean, over here it's more about what color you is and shit. You know what I mean, and dictates the severity of how much time you're gonna serve. If you're white, you know what I mean, and privileged, you know what I mean, like you can run somebody over and get a DUI and kill them, and fucking no charges are gonna get filed. Or like Caitlyn Jenner, fucking killed somebody, no charges were filed. But then like if you're
Wait,
black and
Caitlyn Jenner?
15, yeah, Caitlyn Jenner killed somebody.
Like
But
after the transformation?
yeah, hit and run. Fucking.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now she's running for the governor of California. You know what I mean? You could be anything in America if you're white. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I would love to be white sometimes, bro. Like I think about it. Like I'm like, bro, like if I could just have that shield of just like immunity, like the things I could probably do. But
My
I
neighbors don't
was
got that shit for some reason. Them neighbors really they struggling.
no, I know, like, and that's why there's some white people that don't believe in white privilege. You know what I mean? Because there's poor white people out there, and it's like, no, you just fucked up. You just fucked up the bag. You had the head start, and whether it was drug addiction or fucking some other shit, you fucked it up for yourself. That got nothing to do with not
You
being
got lost in
privileged.
your white privilege.
Got lost in the sauce. but, fucking, but
That's
yeah, like there's the kid in Florida, the black kid, that pile driver, his friend, and accidentally killed him. He's doing life in jail. You know what I mean? From
that's crazy.
15 on, and it's like that was so unintentional. Like, and that kid's not going to get a second chance at life. But fucking, Caitlyn Jenner runs people over, and it's just, she's trans,
Well,
role model. Like,
really quick before I forget though, uh, there's a conspiracy theorist on TikTok that lets me showing me all the time about videos and
mm,
shit. And she was showing me a video, and I forget what president it was that was saying this, but he was talking about the future, and when the president was going sometime in the future, the president was going to come into office, and there was going to be a female vice president, and in the middle of the term, the president would die, and the female president would come would ascend into president by
mm.
law, and that's how we're going to get our first female president.
I
But I
mean,
forget
it's
who it
plausible.
was.
Yeah, I mean, Joe
It was from
Biden
like
is like,
1960 something.
mm, I mean, like I said, it's plausible. Joe Biden is like one child away from fucking passing out and dying. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like
for real.
all it takes is like one more of those creepy sniffs, and he just might, his knees just might buckle out, and fucking all that blood flow is gonna take him out. But
He needs that. What do you call that? What do you call it? A chromodome or
adrenochrome.
adrenochrome? That's what he needs. He
Hmm.
needs a little fixer upper.
Speaking about pedophilia and shit, did you see the JBP special with Chris
Chris
Hansen?
Hansen, yeah,
Fucking like, did you see how quick he was to dismiss Pizzagate and
yeah.
what was it?
And I was laughing too because I was thinking that when I heard when I was listening to it yesterday. But on top of that, earlier in the episode, he was saying like, "Oh yeah, I got friends in both parties and like both political spectrums of the whatever. And I'm
mm.
like, yeah, of course you're gonna dismiss that bitch because you got mad friends in the political spectrum. Nah, he's like, nah, I did that investigation. Nah, there's nothing there, nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is, like a guy like that, like I mean, he knows what's going on. You know, like you can't be that high up. You can't. And then the thing is, like, what I wonder is like, what kind of effect does that job have on a guy like that? Like, imagine
Right.
like living amongst that darkness for years, just like seeing the kind of people that do these kind of things, and like on an everyday
Honestly, he
freaking.
might be the ultimate villain and actually be a sicko himself.
What if he was like the ultimate pedophile?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? He's so deep into it that I ain't catching myself, nigga.
I'm gonna catch all of you, but don't look at me. I, I'm the good guy here, getting this scum off the street.
Oh
But
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't, who the fuck knows? And I mean, I'm not trying to insinuate that dude's a pedophile. I mean,
Because the thing is,
but I have to wonder, like, to
for him
do
to
that all
say
the time.
that, for him to say 100% that there's absolutely nothing there, right?
Yeah.
And like at some point, like I'm a person where I don't really believe in conspiracies, but at some point, when does something stop being coincidence? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, okay, one, two, okay, that could be a coincidence, but like when that shit was coming out about the
The
even Wade,
emails.
that shit was coming out on
Oh
fire, bro.
yeah, Wayfield. He dismissed Wayfield too. I'm like, come on,
Wayfair, yeah.
Wayfair. Yeah, yeah. And you know what I mean. So it's like,
You see, Joe's like, there you have it. Chris Hansen bought his furniture from Wayfair. Got his furniture named Trevor.
but I mean,
But
I thought it was definitely an interesting like insight into him. And one thing I found funny was that motherfucker's funny. For a dude that like does nothing but catch pedophiles all day, like that motherfucker is funny as shit. So it was like, where does that come in? Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause you would think like a dude like that would be like have a stick up his ass. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, but like the jokes that he was able to make, and like and how he like maneuvered, like he danced his way
But
around certain things.
but he said it like he always thought that he's a little bit funny and
Mm,
give it a chance, he can make people laugh. So I think that's maybe that's why he's going into his
mm,
podcast and everything like that
mm.
too. Pivoting real quick though to a different subject. Have you been watching like the JVP like the last couple episodes?
I catch it here and there.
So like the one I don't know if it was the Chris Hansen episode. I think it was early in the episode or the one before.
Mm,
Yo, them they have a different type of chemistry to Maul, Rory, Joe, and Parks. But it's like, first of all, it's not the same chemistry. It's nowhere near the
mm.
same chemistry. But on top of that too, like I feel like now that like Joe knows like, okay, these niggas are my employees and they getting the salary, they're not percentage. Like he be treating them no different
Yeah, I don't know.
than they did Maul and Roy on the show. You know what I'm saying?
That, and or even how he was talking about the guys in the back when he was like, "Oh, that's why y'all ain't got mics. Like nobody wants to hear y'all." Like, you know what I mean? Like just certain ways he treats his, or how he would talk to Screen Man. You know what I mean? Like, and be like, "Oh, you do better on your own show than when you come over here," type shit. Like, just like real slick shots. Like it
There's
was.
probably a reason why they don't have their podcast on the Joe Budden network, and it's not probably not from Joe's end. It's probably from their end too. Like they probably don't want
Mm,
to fuck with Joe's network. I would
I
assume.
mean, uh, I don't know. It's
I mean, when you're getting treated like that, and you're not even an employee. Like, I mean, they're an employee, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not. I have a
mm,
whole business that I can get involved in your business,
mm,
but you're treating me like this. Nah, I already know how I'm gonna be treated, so I'm gonna stay with these niggas. At least I know how they
mm.
treat me. You know what I mean?
Well, there's been rumors on the internet that Joe's about to fire Savon next, so that's why he's treating him like how he's treating him.
Really?
But yeah, because I guess so you remember that podcast that came out where Joe fired Rory and Mal?
Right.
I mean, where he fired Rory but not Mal. Well, that was supposed to get edited out. Like Joe had told Savon afterwards, like to not even to just cut that whole segment out, and I guess it did certain stuff didn't get edited out, and yeah. Now he's like, oh, that can't happen again. And you know what I mean? Like, while I understand, you know what I mean, like the need for certain edits, maybe you shouldn't say certain shit then, motherfucker. Like, if you're that worried about, you know what I mean, like edit points. Like, I mean, I know maybe that sounds hypocritical when I was talking, but I mean, like, I don't
That's
give a
why. That's
fuck.
why
Like,
Joe is such a fake person though, because the thing is, all these edit points that he be having is to make him look good. Like even when he does things like when he brings in the therapist or whatever the fuck
mm,
she was, it's only to make him to make him look good. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
To save face,
Well, yeah,
because
he knows how to control the narrative.
right. And so like even like you're saying about him wanting to edit, or when the one girl came out and was telling her story and she was like, okay, he edited at this point because of this happened.
Mm.
Like that nigga's honestly, he's disgusting. He's a disgusting person, bro.
Mm. He
Disgusting
is.
person.
He's just also entertaining. You know, kind
Right.
of like Karl Malone's a pedo, but it's fucking Karl Malone. That nigga could ball. Like, yeah, I
Is he
mean,
a pedo?
yeah, apparently he knocked up some 13-year-old girl back in the days. Yeah, I mean, and never paid child support. But yeah, I mean, like, while I
Damn,
can,
pedo and a scrub.
I mean, he was like, I ain't got that finals money. I ain't got no Jordans. I ain't got no Malone shoes out there. Air
Damn.
Malones. But you know what I
Mailman.
mean? But yeah, apparently, yeah, I mean, like he had knocked up this 13-year-old girl. I don't know how many other 13-year-old girls he fucked with back in the days.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, like I know about the one, but people are like trying to bring that up now and be like,
What
nah,
are
he
you saying
wasn't
now?
that. People are trying to like use the whole pedophilia shit as a way of saying that, well, nah, he's not a great player. Like, no, he's a great player. He's just a pedophile. Like
Right.
the two both can be true. You know what
Yeah,
I
right.
mean? Same thing with Joe Budden. You know what I mean? Joe Budden's fucking, he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like he's toxic, clearly, but his toxic's kind of funny, like and
Uh,
entertaining.
but that goes back to the whole chemistry thing with them three now.
Mm,
Like
mm.
it's not as funny. You know what I mean? Because
It's not.
even
It's not.
even
But
those times where like where like Joe would like go on this crazy his own trip type thing, but like Ma and Roy would engage and follow him on that. Like
mm,
Ish and Ice don't do that.
yeah,
Like
no,
they'd be
yeah. It's
quick to
like
be like, nah, nigga.
you, you remember when Joe was like, "Yeah, I was the last on the ding dong trains," and then Paul was like, yeah, "Pause." He was those. I ain't never heard you say a man should never be saying you was the last on the ding dong trains. Like, yeah, I do miss that aspect of it, but I'm not gonna sit there and say that Joe's not funny no more just because Rory and Mal's not around.
No, no, no.
He's
It's
just
not that.
not like he's just not to the level like for example when it's just him by himself, he's funny, but you also get to see more of the qualities of him that you don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
and the thing is that Joe is who Joe is, and Joe will
mm,
always be who Joe is always be. So
mm,
it's not that he's not funny. Joe is funny, and I laugh when I watch him, his episode, and then me laugh sometimes.
mm,
But it's not at the level. Joe being funny and him bouncing it off Rory and Mal is not the same thing as him bouncing it off Ish and Ice, because there was a moment like I forget what the question was where like he asked Ice a question and like Joe be get into his shit where like if he don't like your answer he be calling you an idiot, or he at one point he said he's like,
mm,
I'll let you guys continue with your asinine opinions and you know what I mean. He's a real
mm,
dick about that shit, but I feel like they gonna get fed up. Like he always be bringing up Ice working
mm.
at wherever Ice works at the sneaker
Yeah,
place. Like
mm.
he's like that. I think the last episode, the episode before, he's talking about how
Kind
Ice, yeah, about how he had to request off to have for the
yeah.
podcast. Like, bro, my nigga,
You don't gotta say all that.
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's like, yeah, he
yeah.
gotta laugh it off, but he gonna get tired of that shit. I
Oh
wouldn't.
yeah, and I think he's one of those people that's not really good with boundaries. Like like clearly probably not
But then
because
he
he
wants to
was
put the boundaries. But then
yeah.
he wants to put, and that's the problem. You can't do
Mhm.
that.
No, and I agree, and that's all about his toxicity. Like for example, like he's denied a million times that he's ever hit a woman or that like Esther Baxter, the girl that he dated, the one like a long time ago when he was younger, she was pregnant. She says that he sat on her stomach. he said that he sat under her breast, and I'm like, either way, nigga, you sat on a pregnant bitch. Like, no way
Yeah,
you
that's
can.
crazy.
You know what I mean? And then she lost a baby.
Did
So
she really?
yeah, and but the way he spins it, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, bro, you was
And then
rapping about it. Like
he
you ordinary love shit part 3, if I'm not mistaken, was about Esther Baxter and about how she was pregnant. They got into that fight and fucking she lost a baby. About how she like ended up then she left him for like a football player or some shit and was cheating on him or fucking around or some shit. I don't know, but like you can't like nigga. We have all the evidence like in the world that clearly some shit happened. You can't try to like absolve yourself and say, "Oh no, I'm perfectly clean." Just like I would never try to sit there and act on camera like I'm some fucking good guy like, that never had done nothing wrong. No, there are plenty of things people could probably cancel me for if they really tried. I say a lot of flagrant shit. I just don't give a fuck because I don't. I'm not gonna pretend to be anyone else for fucking social media. You know what I'm saying? Like how I think's how I think. Whether you agree with me or not, fuck it. But that's how I fucking think. Like it is what it is. Either you get over it or you can be mad, butthurt, and tweet about it. But it's not gonna change how I think. You know what I mean? You might fuck up some money for me, but I still think the same way. So either I'm gonna be honest with you about how I think, or I'm gonna front with you to get money. And I don't feel like being fake for money. Like
right.
it's just you know what I mean? Like part of the reason I love this podcast is because how organic it is and how honest and highly offensive we are. That was what we decided we were going to bring to the table. And you know, when I made myself the face of of our podcast, that was one thing I put on my back. I was like, I'm going to take this to the next level. There's been plenty of times I've said shit when I was in relationships that I shouldn't have said while I was on the podcast. I've said all kinds of shit about my job that I shouldn't have said when I was working. But guess what? That comes with the job. That comes with the territory. If you're trying to be the best, if you're trying to be and if you're trying to be highly offensive, you know what I'm saying? Like then we have to like play we have to all play our part. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was my part. Like
Let's just say the
so
gig is the gig.
yeah. But
But
I'm
if
not gonna act like, you know what I mean? I'm some goody two shoes. Oh nah, like you know what I'm saying? Just like I don't expect you know what I'm saying? That I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's not just a Joe Budden thing, it's just a overall. I don't like that social media fake shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but that's part of the world that we live in now. You know what I mean?
But that's why I'm hyped to see like Roy and Mal, because even though like Roy and Mal don't like they don't, I wouldn't say that I've noticed they had the great chemistry. I mean, they have really great moments and on the JBP.
Mm.
But like um, I'm excited to see something like fresh and see what they come to bring. Because even though like Joe has a successful formula,
Mm.
it's the same formula, and then all the time just he's just swapping out two people, and now he has to like the new background and everything,
Mm.
new whatever. But like I want something different, and
Yeah, talk about that. Did you see how the Reddit group clowned Joe Budden out of getting rid of that lighting, that
really,
pink lighting? Yeah, you didn't notice?
he got rid of it.
Yeah, he went from pink to blue because they said that Joe was coming out. That was his way of coming out on Pride Month was to put the
Oh,
bi
or
because it's called bisexual lighting. Like
oh, I
that,
didn't know that.
it's an actual thing. Like Euphoria started that wave. There's like a a lighting specific for setting the ambiance, letting people know. You know what I mean? You gay or bi or whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? But
Let me look at
yeah,
it right now, real quick.
but yeah, the Reddit group was talking about that. They were like just roasting him about that shit. And then the very next episode, he switched that shit to blue.
Let me see, because I don't see the difference. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Hey, that shit is ain't no picking that bitch.
Hell nah. But
But
that's the
yeah,
fucking that's the funny part about the Reddit group. Like those motherfuckers, they be spot on. And it gets under his fucking nerves. And it's funny as shit.
yeah, because it don't be like if they said it like that, it's not like you know how he prides himself in being like intellectual and shit.
Mm.
like it's not a dumb thing for them to say. Like if they
Mm.
telling you this and it's because of this means this you're coming out. Like that's why he changed it because they smart. But speaking of
Oh yeah.
changes, how would you feel if you came home and you no longer had a home?
I think I went through that already, but you know what I
No, I mean like if you was missing a roof, my nigga. If you was
mean?
missing like if you came home and paid for something to be built and you was missing a roof.
I'm just saying, at one point, I found out that my apartment was not mine anymore, but yeah, I mean, uh, no, that shit's crazy. Like, damn, you just gonna show your stomach on cam, nigga, let nigga just
I
letting
was
it
stretching, you
loose.
know what I mean? I was stretching.
But no, like I was reading the article. I was trying to like just understand the situation to try to before I formulated an opinion. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So from what I'm seeing, apparently these homeowners had paid a contractor to do a certain job. They weren't satisfied with the job, and so they chose not to pay him. They had hired him to do a job. They didn't pay him yet. He had gotten the materials, finished the job, but then they didn't pay him. So then when they went on vacation, he came back with a bulldozer and tore the roof down.
Well, from my
Fucking
understanding from that article, they paid him. The dispute was over 3,500 euros. Like it was, I think he wanted like an extra 3,500
yeah,
euros for
yeah, yeah.
something,
My bad.
and
So
there's
he
like we're
wanted an
not
extra
paying you no
35.
more, my nigga.
Mm.
And like all of a sudden,
And,
because I think they said that the whole house and all, I think it was 475,000.
mm,
I don't know at that time how much they paid. I think the way it sounded, it almost sounded like they had a house and they were doing an addition,
mm.
but then it seemed like they were building an entire house, and then he was asking for extra money and shit. You know how they always get you.
Yeah.
They got that like three
Mm.
times.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of shady workers out there. You know what I mean?
That
But
knows them all.
I know he hired the ball.
Yeah,
Like that,
exactly.
like he did not have a good vetting process, like at all, because every
So
motherfucker that
you
he
speak
hired fucked him
Spanish?
over.
You know what a
Nah,
hammer is?
it
All right,
was
bro.
almost like the interview's like, "Are you gonna fuck me over?" Yeah, yeah, you're fucking hired. Like, here's my money. but
Take it off.
uh, Rob was blind, but um, I don't know. Like it's so like it's fucked up, right? What he did
Mm.
clearly, like I mean, but the question is, why did he feel entitled to that 3,500? Like, was it like
They
I
didn't
know
say.
I think it had something like with certain materials or something that costed more.
Right.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they wish they had paid that 3,500 now.
Oh,
You
I
know what I'm
think so.
saying?
Look, I'm reading it right now. It says the house in Stonygate, Leicester, has been left without a roof. The tradesman decided to undo the work he had already carried out. Owner Jake Kurji, 40 years old, said that he and the builder fell out. Oh, almost $35. Never mind. It doesn't
Yeah.
say why though.
Uh, well, I bet he wish he paid it now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because now he ain't got no roof. That shit is. Did you see the pictures of like the crib and like how all this shit's outside? And the
Right.
fucked up thing is like they're in a nice ass neighborhood. So like now they're the fucking the scum of like suburbia where the fuck they're at. Got no roof, like looking just ratchet as shit. All because they didn't want to pay some dude $3,500 that was built fixing their shit up. Like that was fucked up what he did, but homie, if you can afford a $475 home, you could have afforded that 3,500 to pay that dude off. Like especially if the job was good. Like
Nah, but like
every
if you no if I tell you yo I want this and none and you're like yo it's gonna cost you $15,000 and I'm like okay and you do the job that I asked
mm,
you to do and you're like yo that's an extra $5,000
mm,
okay you got to eat that cost
mm.
unless something happened where
Well,
like you told me
but what if, for example, while in the middle of the construction, like they're like, yo, in order to get this, what if they had asked him to do something, or what I'm saying, like he had told him in the middle of it, like, yo, I'm gonna need an extra 3,500 to get to finish this job, and they're like, yeah, we got you on the back end, and he finished the job out, and then all of a sudden when he tried to collect the 30, I mean, I don't know that that was the situation. I'm
right
just trying to present, my hypothetical, but I'm just saying, I bet he regrets not paying 3,500 now. You know what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah I
Like,
mean
yeah.
Because
All
they
his,
went to the police. The police said they can't do nothing.
yeah,
It says it's not a criminal case.
it's a
Gotta
civil
go to civil.
dispute. Yeah, which is now you got to hire lawyers, fucking,
It's not like
and go through
God knows
that,
how long.
whole process. Just try to collect. I mean, sure, it's gonna be more than 3,500 if they collect from him, but like, if motherfucker ain't got the money, what you gonna do then? Like, can't collect if motherfucker broke.
I'm gonna find
Like,
your house. I'm gonna fucking demolish that shit, my nigga.
I mean, I don't think that these are the type of people that gonna do that. Like, they're
You're
types
right.
that
You're right. I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna do it for me while I have an alibi.
setting yourself up for future just in case. I got you. But in case somebody watches this podcast back, but no, I don't know. It's a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? I think both are in the wrong in some sort of way here. The one dude clearly is more wrong than the homeowners, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hire better contractors. You know what I mean? Or fucking pay them what they need to get paid for whatever reason. Like, it's kind of like that show we watch that you used to watch with those two like white brothers, and they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna sell you that home for 400,000, blah blah blah." Oh no, but you see this right here? Yeah, no, that's gonna up that shit another 20,000. You got it? Oh,
Yo,
you don't want the
it'd be
house no
the
more?
it'd be the
Right?
craziest shit too. They'd be like, "Yo, we gotta add another floor panel. That's gonna be $10,000." What? $10,000?
How's that other home looking?
And
No,
I
that
think
one.
Tony was telling me that too. Like that it came out, or it was like a rumor or something like that. That a lot of those houses that they were
Oh yeah, they owned
selling,
them.
they owned
Yeah,
them. So they'd be like,
yeah.
let me talk to the
The home.
to the
Let me talk
owner.
to the owners. Hey, bro, we selling this shit or not? Right. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there was a lot of shady shit going there. But I mean, that's just TV for you. There's a lot of scams and everything in TV. But it, again, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up, but you know what I mean? Hire better people. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely do not want to go through no shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, where you live in a nice ass house now, your shit got tore the fuck up. Now if it rains, fucking your shit get flooded on the inside, you know what I mean? But
That's
yeah, I
crazy. I
mean,
mean, I hope that maybe hopefully the insurance company were covered or something. I don't even know.
I'm sure they have some kind of insurance for this. You know what I mean? Like, when you got money like that. But I'm pretty sure that they're paying for it at 30. They're paying more than 3,500 in some sort of way for
Yeah, of course.
whatever moving forward. You know what I mean?
Even just the
So,
aggravation, the time is worth more than 3,500.
but
You got to find somewhere to live. You have to fucking rebuy everything.
move shit into storage,
You gotta
fucking.
wait for how long to get that shit done? Fuck that.
Mm,
But that was the last topic that we had here.
mm,
Was that demolition?
yeah. Fucking so any other topics you want to get out in the podcast? Any news, yeah, I mean, little thing you want to say?
I mean, keeping it with anger. I mean, did you hear about that Walmart worker that punched the customer out?
Oh yeah, though.
That shit look
I
crazy
mean,
because the guy he knocked out was like twice as big as him, or it
mm,
looked like twice as big as him.
these people would think it's a fucking. I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, people abuse people that are at work, like especially like when it's like the customers. They abuse the shit out of the employees because they're like, oh, you're an employee. I mean, I'm sure you go through it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're on the phone and you get one of those irate customers, fuck you, piece of shit, fuck Comcast. Oh, well, you know what I mean? Like, it happens. You know what I mean? So, like, people are assholes. I know I went through that Burger King. That's part of the reason I never wanted to do customer service again. You know what I mean? It was because I was like, I'm about to slap the shit out of one of you niggas. Like, talk to me
I
again
mean, a
like that
lot of
one
people
time.
are
See if
tough.
I don't just say fuck this job today. Like, you catch me on a bad day, you know what I'm saying? You get fired, you know what I mean? Ask threat up, you know what I mean? Like, it's happened to me. Like, I know it. And not even just threat up. I remember I spazzed the one time at this one job on there was this one black chick, she would get drunk at work and she was the forklift driver. And fucking, it was, I think we were working for like FedEx or like, it was like one of the postal service places, right? And you had this, there was like these different like containers that you would separate the mail into, like based off like the area code where it was going to or whatnot. And she was the lead, and like she would just drive around on the forklift and just talk mad shit. But like the way she talked to people was mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And then she would come in all fucking liquored up and shit and talk mad disrespectful to people. And she started yapping her mouth at me one day.
Oh, wasn't that
And
Grand Packaging or something? Or
I don't
Grand something?
know. One of them shit jobs.
That was that
But
job with L, right?
fucking no. That you're thinking of Quad Graphics. No, not that.
Ah, Quad Graphics.
Though, yeah, I mean, they didn't want me back after what happened there. But remember, when I went back to the temp agency, they're like, yeah, no, go home. We'll let you know if we need you.
We'll call you.
But, you know what I mean? Like, long story short, you know what I'm saying? People gonna snap. Like, you can't talk to people a certain way, like, just because they're at work. Like, nah, like, you going to I might eat this shit up today because I need this check. But like, if I come in and I'm going through some shit, motherfucking hell nah. Fuck you. Who the fuck you think you talking to like that? Like, you end up in some situations. So, you know what I mean? Like, this dude was clearly irate and being a fucking asshole. He pushed the dude. He pinned the guy between a cart and then fucking the desk or whatever the fuck. Like, oh no, I'm off rip. You getting fucked up for that before he even spat in his face. Like, you pin me up with a cart, like you asking for it. Then you spit in my face. You getting the beats. I'm treating you like a Florida iguana. Like, I don't give two fucks if the surveillance camera's watching. You catching his hands for 30 minutes. Like, and it was funny because the I don't know if it was a supervisor or another employee. He was like, no, don't do it. Boy was like, it was a wrap. Like, you know what I mean? And the funniest shit was how that dude got knocked out. Like, how he slumped over. Like, that's the funniest shit about knockouts. It's never like the fight itself. It's when you get slumped like that. Like, and you just see somebody go limp and their arms just and their legs just fall over to the side and they just like crumble down like fucking quicksand. Like, now you're on the internet looking like that because you want to spit on some dude's face at Walmart.
Now somebody's
like, yeah, like you gotta eat that, literally. But you know what I mean. People got. It's 2021. We in a pandemic. Motherfuckers out here scamming PPP, that bullshit, fucking all kinds of scams going on right now. If you got motherfuckers that are going to work for you, treat them kindly. Because motherfuckers could be anywhere else in the world. Motherfuckers could be filing for pool and out on the Virgin Islands, you know what I'm saying, enjoying vacay or some shit. Fucking, if you got some people under your, you know what I mean? Like, or even if you're the customer yourself, treat people with respect. Especially like the essential workers and those motherfuckers, like they do not need to, like they could do better than this. So like, treat people right. You're gonna get some good customer service. Pin somebody up with a cart and spit in their face, you deserve everything you get. And I hope that dude kept his job. Cause you know what I mean? Like that, it's unreasonable to not expect you to whoop some dude's ass when they spit in your fucking face, regardless of whether I got a Walmart vest on or not. You know what I mean?
Might give him a promotion, hire him for head of security.
Hell yeah. But it's just, you know what I mean? Like, people are acting crazy nowadays. Fucking the Pentagon's about to release this UFO report. Fucking, there's so much going on. I'm just like trying to take it all in. I don't believe whatever the Pentagon's gonna say. I'm automatically dismiss as bullshit. Just because, bitch, it's been how many years since Roswell, and y'all been saying, nah, this shit ain't real. Nah, they weather balloons. Nah, it's the military. And now all of a sudden, now y'all want to start going, oh, now we got this UAP program. Y'all can eat a dick. We know there's something up there, bitch. Like, the question is, what is this? Like, and y'all clearly aren't going to tell us the truth.
Right. Only parts and bits.
Yeah. So I'm not really. I mean, I want to see what they're gonna say, but at the same time, I'm not. I'm already gonna discredit whatever the fuck they're gonna say. You know what I mean? It's like Dr. Fauci when he talks about COVID now. Like I'm like, shut the fuck up. We seen the emails. Like talking about that too. And now the CDC, they're saying that there's a new side effect that's starting to come out in young adults that it's affecting the young, not the old. And it's heart palpitations. Like these
Mm.
guys. So it's like now motherfuckers getting heart palpitations and shit, like because they got a COVID vaccine. Like, come on, man. Like,
I know they got, they just recalled like
you
60
get
million Johnson and Johnson vaccines.
motherfuckers getting the vaccine because they trying to prevent getting harmed from a COVID.
Mm.
Heart palpitations, blood clots, fucking neurological brain damage. Bitch, fuck your vaccine then. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm on about that shit.
Hell nah. That's why I was surprised when Mike got that shit. I was like, and then he got that shit like at the casino, like a freebie. Like, if I'm gonna get a vaccine, bitch, I'm going to like John Hopkins
You're
Center
getting
or some
two things
shit.
done at one time.
Fuck that. Yo, try to get this vaccine with the buffet. Like, I'm cool, fam. You get 50 chips. Like, nah, I'm good. I got money. But, like I said, I'm not gonna shame people for getting vaccines. Just do it in the most safest way. You know what I mean? Because
Yo, if you
I'm
can
praying
get a
for y'all
vaccine and make $300 while you doing it, bro, go ahead, my nigga.
here.
$300 and a
Yo,
vaccine for free.
but what if you got the vaccine and then you lost all your money?
Well, then at least you still got a free vaccine. Still came out a winner.
to them heart palpitations kick in.
Yeah, right.
And not to laugh it all off. Yeah, I mean, but you know what I mean? I got a fucked up sense of humor and fucking bad coping mechanisms. But it is what it is. That's why I haven't gotten vaccinated yet, because I'm fucking deathly afraid. Like I told mom, yo, like I'm like I would rather die from COVID young than live to be old with a fucked up ass body because I got a vaccine. Like I'm not being old is already miserable enough. Like I'm not even trying to see 50, like realistically. But
Well,
if I make it there, you know what I'm saying? Like I hope that like my body is in decent shape. But if I done got vaxxed up and now I'm all fucking neurologically all fucking impaired and fucking got bad twitches and heart murmurs and fucking they're gonna be, oh, you want some pills for that?
no.
What
I
side
take my
effects come with
chances.
those? Like, nah, I'm cool. Let me just die. Like,
Or
but a little dark way to end this. Yeah, I mean, but it's 2021. It's a blessing to be alive. Yeah, I mean, so it's a blessing to have a roof over your head. It's a blessing to have food in your stomach and fucking, you know what I mean, just to be able to even be here. So, yeah, I
yeah.
mean, we can only go up from here. But
Up then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. It was up. That song. That Cardi B up song.
yeah, but Joe
That beat
ruined
is
it for me.
dope. What?
Joe ruined it because Joe keeps saying that dumbass shit on the fucking podcast. If
What?
it's up, then stuck. If it's because if it's
Yo,
up, then like, bro,
you
you're
know
not
what?
Cardi B. Like, stop acting like
But
a
but,
fucking thought.
but you know what also he's been saying though too? Ta-da! You ever catch him say that?
No,
That's that's what's his name's tag.
no, but that
Um
was originally Joe's.
was it?
Yeah, because that was the episode where Lex was there, and Lex was like ta-da, and then fucking I think that was the name of the episode, and then he picked it up. Big Pump
Lex's
Killer.
son?
Yeah,
I don't remember an episode of him being there.
yeah. There was not the one where they were at Joe's crib, but the one where he was at Parks, and like he was kind of like running around and shit. It was like at one part of the episode, I think it was towards the end, he was like ta-da, and then that's why they named the episode ta-da. But fucking BPK took that and ran with it. But yo, talking about him actually, it was I seen him freestyle, not a freestyle. He was in a rap battle not too long ago.
Where? Like
Yeah,
showing his face?
no. yeah, anonymous. You know what I mean? Faceless, but you know what I mean. He was on.
How
There's
you
a
do?
guy named Chig Smoove. I thought he did great actually. He because like it was funny as shit because he was rapping against this other dude, right? Who was like someone that actually had like a rap career at one point and fucking had some hits with people and shit. And the dude, I guess, is like washed up now and he's trying to like regain some of his former glory. So they had this rap battle. So um, when it was time to start, it was time to flip heads or tails. Whoever some like essentially the other dude was supposed to go first. But then dude is like, oh nah, the shit ain't even mixed yet, blah 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 blah. I'm not ready. He can go first. And they're like, nah, fam, you're supposed to go first. You're the challenger on top of that. Like now you over here saying that you ain't trying to go first. So then they roast this dude in the comment section. He gets
Hey,
all
Rosie, who?
butthurt about it. The other guy for not being prepared, for trying to like making excuses and shit. They're like, so then pretty much Big Pump won it at that point, I think, because like everybody was fucking with him. Then he got on, and then he had this funny ass line, and it was so disrespectful because the dude he was inside his car like mixing shit down while his kids were at the park, and he was talking about how you know he took some time real quick just to go do this real quick. You know, he could be playing at the park with his kids. Well, Big Pump Killer in the line, he was talking about how he needed to stop rapping and go play with his kids. I was like, before this had, yeah, this was recorded prior to the battle, but it just hit differently because dude was in the car mixing shit down while his kids were out playing without him and shit. I was like, yo, yeah, it was a rap.
That's crazy.
And then when he finally got on and rapped, the dude was nice. Like I'm not even gonna fraud on him, but he was rapping like 80 bars or some shit like that, 70 bars. It was like, bro, like nobody trying to hear 80 bars like four times back. Like, nah. So I'm gonna say Big Pump took that one, but um, yeah. So pretty much that's been it. Can't think of anything else I want to touch on before we call this a wrap. But yeah, I'm just ready. I'm just psyched for tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get some good footage while we're at Wakiva Springs or whatever the fuck, because that shit looks dope as shit, bro. But yeah. You got anything else for the public? You wanna
No, just stay
drive?
tuned for next week. We should have another episode out too.
All right. Um, here's hoping. If I'm gonna see if I can find a way. You know what I'm saying with these niggas. You know what I mean? The Koch brothers and fucking got a couple interviews. You know and shit maybe, but we'll see how. Yeah, Westgate Resort called me. Fucking, but I ain't really trying to do it. But you know what I mean? Money's money. But yeah,
But
they
yeah,
apparently.
thanks for tuning in. Oh, my bad.
No, you good. Fucking
Thanks for tuning in.
thanks for
Appreciate
tuning
you
in.
guys.
Yep.
It's been a long time. We'll get back to it
Uh,
slowly but surely.
yeah, we're gonna do our best. Make sure y'all keep supporting what we do. Uh, like, share, comment, all that bullshit. Fucking keep boosting highly offensive numbers. Yo, I see us. We doing big things. You know what I mean, on Facebook and shit. Big hitting some big numbers. So we appreciate the support and yeah, hope to see you moving forward and let us know how y'all feel about us. You know what I'm saying? Uh, are we offensive enough for you motherfuckers, or do we gotta take it to another level? You know what I'm saying? Because I got more levels. Like if y'all think this is just bare minimum. You know what I mean? Like no, I'm just joking with y'all. I'm halfway right now, but you know what I mean? Like I gotta save some for future content. But anyways, appreciate you guys.
All right,
Late.
buzz.